Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mandy at Laugh and Crackle, and we are going to be having our stained glass today. So let's jump on in there.
The Anchor. 5 of Cups upright. This card lets us know that even though things didn't work out the way we planned and we are disappointed in how things have happened, we don't have to break out in a pity party from memories of our past. There's things that we can look forward to in the future. With this spark of creative ideas that we have, we just have to rework things. Ace of Pentacles upright. Things that we have manifested are starting to come to fruition. Time to get ready to reap those fruits. The Awning. 8 of Swords reverse. Release those negative thoughts, find solutions and options for things that come up, and recognize our power as well as the responsibility of said power. Doing so opens up opportunities and experiences that we haven't thought about and the confidence to run our lives the way we want. The Devil reversed. This is connected to the 5 of Cups in the way of letting go of the attachments to things that hold us back in meeting our ultimate potential in everything we want to do. What do we have to lose other than those restrictions that holds us down?
I'll start this off with whenever I drew my cards, I got this picture, and it was of an awning, and it kind of split it up into 2 different sections. And the first section is the anchor, what I'm going to call the anchor, which is the part that, keeps the awning from going anywhere. That is the 5 of Cups. And this one lets us know that, even though things didn't work out the way that they wanted it to be, doesn't mean that we just have to give up on it. It just means that, we don't need to be throwing a pity party and saying, oh, well, that's just never going to happen, and forget all that noise. Because there's going to be things in the future that we're going to be able to look forward to. And, that's because of the creative ideas and things like that. We're just going to have to kind of redo it a little bit. And the Ace of Pentacles is, letting us know that, the things that we have manifested are getting ready to sit there and come into fruition. Because, we just have to get ready. Now, the part that kind of comes up and covers us, the awning part, is the 8 of Swords. And there again, this is getting us in trouble. And we have to let go of all of those thoughts and, that it's never going to happen and all this stuff. We kind of have to put that off and start finding solutions for things, to figure out, the options that we do have. And, for anything that comes up, we've got to have a particular plan to make these things work. Now, we in the midst of all of that, we also have to realize that power. Like in our earlier read, we have to realize our own power, and then we have to realize the responsibility of that power. And whenever we stand in that power, it opens up all kinds of opportunities and experiences that we may or may not have thought about. And whenever we have that power, we can stand in confidence on how we want to run our stuff, because it's ours. Now, the devil. This goes back to the Five of Cups, which is telling us that we still have certain things that keep coming up that really keeps us back from going full on potential on this. And we have to drop those things. The only thing that's holding us back is us. So we need to let go of those things that are holding us back. And like in the reading, what do we have to lose? If we get rid of those restrictions and stuff, what's going to hold us back then? Nothing. So, why aren't we going for it? So that's going to be my read for tonight, and that we are going to be having our witching hour and our vampires a little bit later, or tomorrow. And do like and shares, and I will see you guys then.